Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a review video of this Titan Squat Max MD. Is it worth the hype of this actual belt squat? Why is this better than other one, and is it worth the money? And I'm going to put the assembling video at the end of the video. So for anybody have trouble of assemble this, I'm gonna help you to assemble this step by step. So it's not that hard, but it's very difficult. Try to read or understand the Titan manual. So let's talk about this real quick. So let's talk about why should you get a belt squat. For anybody that want to train their leg but they have shoulder injury or back injury, and they still want to train their leg very hard, or quads or whatever, you want to use a belt squat because all the load is on your hip. You're not gonna compress your spine. So this is the best option if you still want to train your leg. And there's few kind of belt squat. First is the squat MD, is the free falling weight. So there's another one is the cable squat. A cable belt squat is the row rhino. And there's another one is a level arm belt squat. It's same thing like this, but with a belt. This is like shoulder head squat, or just normal head squat, or a belt squat, whatever you want to call this. This is a level arm. Why is it level arm? Because that point is fixed. So you basically squat like this. So I didn't want to get the level arm belt squat because I already had this, and I really don't like the level arm version because it's not a 1-to-1 ratio, and it doesn't feel nice. But this, man, let me tell you, I love it. I've been using. I was gonna train my back today, but I just received this machine today. I just changed my leg day to today, and I tried it out. It feels amazing. So there's three kind of belt squat. A lot of people like Rhino. A lot of people like the Squat Max. Why I like the Squat Max? Because you're able to tie the bands to it. And it's a little cheaper, a lot cheaper than the Rhino. But now, let me just compare these later. But let's talk about the packaging of this Squat Max. I ordered this on January 28, and it came in January 29 at nighttime. So this is literally the fastest I received a gym equipment, or actually anything. This is extremely heavy, so I'm really impressed how fast this came to my house. And this actual crate is extremely nice as well. You need some kind of pliers to open it. I already hit all of them up, but you need some kind of plier to hit this, to open this crate. But this is extremely nice package, and it came extremely fast, so I'm really impressed about this machine. A lot of people complain about how Titan packaged this stuff, but this package, man, I'm speechless actually. It's nice package, but let's see the inside. Is anything scratched? So this is how the inside looks. Everything is wrapped up, so there's no metal to metal contact, but everything is wrapped up and have this on the outside, so it won't hit the crate. So man, this is nice. Let's see everything take out. Let's take out everything. Let's see what's inside of it, because I see a box right there. So yeah, man, this is heavy. Luckily there's a handle right there, so I had to do this by myself, but this is heavy. But everything is nicely packaged. Everything is nicely packaged. It's no metal to metal contact, but damn, everything is protected. So I'm really impressed about this packaging actually everything is wrapped up. No, nothing is touching anything. Really nice package. So I'm going to bring all this to the basement. That's why I love Titan equipment. It's like it's very nice to able to bring it to the basement. I don't have to ask for any help. Everything is apart. I just bolt it on in the basement. So I'm really excited to try this machine out. But man, the package, I like I said, I'm speechless. It's a nice package. So let's talk about all the pros and cons about this belt squat. Let's start with all the cons first. Why not? Just start with all the negative. So if you watch this and you think about this, negative might not be for you. So you might not want to get this machine. First is the handle. It wobbles around a lot, actually. It's not really that stable, but when you squat, it really doesn't feel it. So there's one thing. Another thing is I hate the standard, the carabiner that came with the belt squat. It gets stuck a lot, like a lot. Because you see here to here, it's too short. So when you try to hook this into it, it gets stuck a lot. Like it bothers me a lot. So I went to Home Depot and bought a new one, a longer one that doesn't get stuck at all. So I really hate this. Then another thing is the what's this? Another negative. I can't even find another negative. I love this belt squat. Like I love how it feels. So I think that's all the negative about this belt squat. But let's talk about the pros. Why I like this belt squat. First, it came with a seat. You might think that's not a big deal, but the seat's really nice because it's very easy to actually start the movement with a seat. You could just sit on it and you just grab it on this side and you just, it's hard to do it with one hand, but you see it could land. You stand up and you do belt squat. Same thing when you're done. And you just sit back down and you unhook it. So it's very nice to have a seat when you want to do a belt squat. And talking about seat, they have a new vinyl, the new Titan vinyl. It's really grippy. It feels nice as well. And the pop pen is very nice. If you can see on the bottom, it's not a traditional like adjustment. So when you push this thing up, it's automatic. Only when you go up, you have to pop this pen when you have to lower it. But it's really nice. So this the pro, and the pro is I see the older version does not have the holes that go through it. People complain a lot, but I got the newest one, so the hole actually go through it, so you could put a lot of attachments on this. Same thing on this side. So that's another thing I like. And we'll be down here, so it has bands. You could tie the bands to the thing, so you could create more band tension to it. So I love it. And it has 2 wheels and a handle. So if you guys watch the end of the video, the assembling video, this machine is actually facing the other way. I really don't like how the other way looks, and the hole is not accessible because you see on this side, there's no hole, so you cannot put attachment on this side. So I move it towards that side. It's very nice and easy with the handle. So I love this belt squat for the price. There's 2 versions, rack mounted and the standalone. Why I get the standalone? Because I hate attachment, because you have to waste so much time to set up, and it's not that much cheaper. Let's be honest, it's not that much cheaper. A lot of attachment stuff is basically only few $100s cheaper than the standalone one. So might as well just buy the standalone because I had all this space. So I love the price for this machine. I love everything that I talk about. But it's definitely not something that you should, it's like must have. It's like something you want to have. I love when I squat with this. I don't feel any back pain because when I do deadlift, my lower back hurts. I don't want to injure myself even more. So the belt squat make it a lot nicer when I had to do squat. And oh yeah, and people complain you cannot fit a 45. Yes, you cannot put a 45 when you have a narrow stem. You have to take this thing off to put a 45. But currently I have a 35 right here, 235, 225, and 210. The 35 actually fits the narrow stand. If you're gonna buy a belt squat, get a cast iron plate that has a handle, so you don't have to put a change plate between plates. So for me, I could just grab somewhere right here and just lift the plate, so I don't have to like struggle. I don't have nails, so I can't really just stick it in and put the plate out. But the one that has handle is very nice and easy to remove the plate. So that's why people complain about the vertical loads, because it's hard to take the plate out. But if you buy plates that has handle like this, it's really easy. So this is my personal thought and opinion about the Squat Max. I'm gonna try it, and if you guys have any question about this machine, like any other exercise you could do with this, I know you could do curl, you could do hip thrust, you could do Brazilian split squat, you could do weighted push up, and a lot more. If you guys want me to try some of the exercise, but you don't have a Titan Squat Max MD, and you want me to try it out, just comment below. I will try every single exercise that you want me to try on this machine, and tell you is it possible to do with this. But yeah, I love this machine. I'm really happy how fast it came. The package was very nice. Everything about this is amazing. I love this Titan Squat Max. That's Titan Squat Max. Why can't I say the name? Squat Max MD. Damn, I can't say the name correctly. I say it too much time. But this is very nice piece of equipment. I'm really grateful getting this one. But yeah, thank you for watching. Now is the assemble time, if you guys had trouble with the assembly. So when you purchase this Squat MD, they don't provide you with a paper manual. You had to go to their website and look up their digital manual. Sometimes it's very difficult to read or to look at. They basically like combine all the parts together, make you to figure out how you assemble this. But I'm gonna help you to assemble this step by step. But first, let's open all of it so you can see what's missing, if anything is missing, or just look at the quality and anything is damaged or stuff like that. But open everything first. So yeah. So Titans provide with tools for you to assemble this machine, but I highly recommend give yourself a wrench. It's gonna make this assembly 10 times easier. So I have my own tool, and let's assemble this. Let's start with the seat. You need the seat pad and the seat adjustment. You will need a 5/8 socket. You will need there's 4 bolts and 4 washer. So this is the piece for the seat. You need to find these parts. You need 4 bolts that has a Loctite on it, and you need 2 type of washer. Normal washer and the washer that is like this. So, and you need 3 of these. And these parts, when you load the plate on it, and this has to go. This has to slide into this, and you bolt it right here. You bolt it right there. The bolt's going here. So basically it's like this, and this slide into it. Then you bolt these bolts underneath it. So this is the next step, and you will need 6mm hex key. So this next step. So it's basically like this. You put these on the side and one in the middle, and the bolts is like this. You have to put a normal washer on the bottom, and this kind of washer in the middle. Then you just put it in. Don't use any tool when you tighten this. You want to hand tighten it first so it won't crash through it. You always want to hand tighten it down first. If it doesn't go in smoothly, back it out and do it again. Because this has blue Loctite on it, it might be a little harder, but you always want to hand tighten it down first, then use tools to tie it down. So this should be it. Then you just slide this thing into this. So this is the next step. The next step is to put all the feet on the platform, but make sure to put the feet that has wheel behind the handle, not in the opposite of the handle. And these doesn't have any wheel, it's on the handle side. So it's basically like this, no wheel, and the handle is right here. So don't make this mistake. So for the feet, you need this kind of bolt, a washer, 2 washer, and a nut. So you basically need a 18 socket and something to hold the nut. So I have this to hold the nut, so this won't just free spinning. So this is what you need for the actual feet, and there's 2 of them and another one right here. So there's 3 bolts per feet. So you need this, the longest one. Then you will need to use a little shorter one. Well, actually, is this same size? No, it's actually a little shorter. So you will need these 2 kind of bolts. I think the longest one is 2. The longest 2 is on this side that has 2 holes, and the shorter one is on the side that has 1 hole. So make sure don't mistake to use the 1 bolt, so you have to take it out again. This step is really on the manual, is really so difficult to see or to actually understand, but it's all because the nuts and bolts and the washer to make it really difficult. But it's pretty easy to put it together. But just make sure don't put the feet on the wrong spot, because I see a lot of people put it on the wrong spot. So this is supposed just like this, each feet. This is 2 longer one, this is the shorter one. So you will need to use the socket right here and something to hold the nuts so it's not free spinning. But first you want to hand tighten it first. Like I said, hand tighten it so you don't crush through it. It's going to be a nightmare. I crushed through it a lot of bolts. This is like the nightmare situation for me. So don't crush through it. Then let's put all these 3 on it too. So after you put all the foot in, you had to put this piece in it. Is right here, 2 bolts right here and 2 bolts right here. You don't want to stand this machine up yet before you put this in, because it's going to be really hard to try to line it up. So highly recommend to put this in first before you actually start moving this machine. So for this piece, you will need again 18 socket and bolts. Same thing, a normal washer on the bottom and this kind of washer in the middle. So 4 bolts right there, 1, 2, 3, 4. 18 socket. After you put that middle piece in, you could grab the pop pin and try to put all these pop pin in. So there's another one of this side. So next step is put this in. So the last step is the handle. You will need to put this long piece in it and make sure this hole that has this kind of cutout is on this side. So you see how this handle is this gonna be try to fit in there. So and you slide it in here, try to line it up and stick it in. So it should be like this. And this, you have to tie a nut on the bottom. So you'll need a normal nut, and the normal washer on the bottom, and this kind of washer in the middle, and this piece, the black piece, is another washer. So you just tie it in down here. So yeah, on both sides. Forgot to say you need a 5mm hex key for this bolts down here. So basically you are done. All you need to do is put that piece in the middle. If you want to put the narrow stand in, you could put it in, and the seat. This is the full assembly of this Titan Fitness Squat Max MD. It's very easy if you try to do it. The manual just make it really difficult to read it. But a lot of it is just because the bolts and nuts and the washer, because they had to label it. But if you try to do it, it's really simple to do. So this is the full assembly. I hope this is gonna help you to assemble your Squat Max MD. Thank you for watching.